Hello everyone, Darcenovia here. As promised earlier today, I'm reviewing Suicide Squad. This is a movie that I've been skeptical about all year, considering the DC Cinematic Universe hasn't really been that good up until this point. I mean, Man of Steel was okay. Batman v Superman was fucking awful. And I was very skeptical of Suicide Squad. I really was. But I watched it in theaters, and the critics are fucking idiots, I swear to God. They have no idea what the fuck they're talking about when it comes to Suicide Squad. They really don't. Suicide Squad, some people would compare it to Guardians of the Galaxy, but it's comparing apples and oranges, honestly. I mean, it was interesting how they structured this movie, because it's not structured like your average movie, because how many movies can you think of that focus on the villains, which this is what this one does. Even though they're technically anti-villains, it's still refreshing to see characters that we've never seen before on the big screen, such as Deadshot, Killer Croc, Boomerang, Harley Quinn. And it was pretty cool. Honestly, characters we've never seen before on the big screen for the first time. And I can't recall the actress's name who played Harley Quinn at the moment. I didn't know she was Australian. Now, that's talent right there. I will say that. There will be spoilers, letting you know. Don't be surprised if I spoil something in the movie. But if you don't give a fuck about spoilers, then whatever. Suicide Squad, takes place right after Batman v Superman. And the ending credits scene pretty much leads up to Justice League. There are some things that I didn't like, so I might as well get that out of the way. I thought the Joker sucked. I'm sorry for those who think Jared Leonard, or whatever the hell his name is, Joker. It didn't cut it for me. He was no Jack Nicholson or Heath Ledger. I'm sorry. I thought his scenes in the movie were the weakest part of it, in my opinion. I don't want to get the negatives, because there's a lot more positives I could say than negatives. The way they introduced everyone at the beginning was a little too long, but this is the fault of Warner Brothers for not showing these characters in other movies prior. So the people who have never seen those movies, don't know who these characters are, could familiar themselves with the characters. Harley Quinn steals the show. She's my favorite part of the movie. And same thing with Deadshot. They were awesome. The actress they played for Harley Quinn was perfect. She was spot on. I could swear the way she talks, the way she actually sounds like the Harley Quinn from Batman the Animated Series. I just got that sense of nostalgia when I was, listening to her talk at some points. Of course, the Harley Quinn is not really based off the classic version of her. It's more based off the new 52 version, which I don't object, considering it makes sense to follow the newest version that's currently being published instead of the older version, considering this is a more of a modern age. And the Suicide Squad, the characters you see in the movies are the characters you see from the comics. It was really cool. I really loved this movie. Do I really care that they cut out all those scenes with the Joker? I didn't really like that guy's Joker, so in a lot of ways, I'm glad his scenes were cut. He just didn't do it for me. He just wasn't convincing as the Joker. So I don't really care they cut his scenes out. I mean, the soundtrack was really good. And I thought the chemistry all the characters had with each other was also there. It just has everything. I guess would be the DC Cinematic Universe equivalent of Guardians of the Galaxy. If I had to be honest, I would say this is better than Guardians of the Galaxy. I'm sorry, Guardians of the Galaxy is a fan favorite, but it's just, I just had a lot more enjoyment out of this. This is not me being a biased DC fanboy, honestly. They're both movies I generally enjoyed. And I'm looking forward to buying this movie on Blu-ray. I definitely am doing that. I cannot wait for Harley Quinn to have her own movie. Of course, it's going to happen at some point. It's just, the casting was great. And unlike Batman v Superman, this movie's potential wasn't wasted. Yeah, there's some missed opportunities, but they can have an opportunity to rectify those in future films. They didn't do what Batman v Superman did and used up a bunch of movies worth of material they could have used. So this movie pretty much, it's the best that it has so far. The reason is Zack Snyder has little to no involvement in this film. Thank God. The director should not have said fuck Marvel, though. That was really fucking stupid. But that's beside the point. It's a really good movie. I recommend anyone to see this movie. Fuck the critics. They're idiots. After with Ghostbusters, since they don't have the balls to say how the movie truly is, a big pile of feminist shit, or given The Force Awakens, which arguably has just as many problems as other movies that come out today, no. Fuck Rotten Tomatoes. They have no credibility as far as I'm concerned. Anyone that ranks this movie lower than Ghostbusters or Batman v Superman has no credibility. You guys are morons to say that this is worse than Batman v Superman. This movie wipes its ass on Batman v Superman. This movie did feel like a chore to sit through. I couldn't wait to see the next scene in this movie. The action sequences were really good. There's everything I want in a comic book movie. Yeah, sure, the villains are kind of forgettable, but whatever. That's no offense to comic book movies, but that's usually how it is when you have a cinematic universe. But Justice League hopefully doesn't suck, or Wonder Woman. But I don't think they will. Suicide Squad, I feel like, helped redeem the DC cinematic universe and keep them coming. Warner Brothers, please, for the love of God, have something like Marvel Studios when DC are separate from you, so you have people who know what they're doing that actually direct these films, because you guys are incompetent. And please, for the love of God, do not do a Batman v Superman and do a scam edition where you have to pay $25 for an extended cut that has all the stuff that you cut out from the movie. Don't do that. For the love of God, don't do that. I think the movie, in my opinion, is fine as it is. Honestly, I don't have rarely that many problems with it. Batman v Superman, I probably would rank. What am I talking about? That movie fucking sucks. Sorry. This movie, I would give 4 out of 5 stars. I thought it was great. One of my favorite movies of the year. Definitely something that's worth watching. It's worth owning on Blu-ray. And for all the critics out there that are criticizing this movie for some of the stupidest shit, you have no taste. You have no fucking taste. If you're gonna give something like shitty-ass Feminist Busters higher ratings than something like this, you have no credibility. You don't. Fuck the critics. See this movie, judge it for yourself. This is Darsonovia, over and out. Have a good one, everyone.